Hi, it's Kat at Orion Billing. I wanted to make a hopefully brief video here on a specific scenario that I just needed to answer for a client, and I thought I would share that information here. This is a very confusing area. I've seen wrong answers repeatedly in forums online, so here is the researched and current, as of July 2025, information, and I will put links in the video description to some CMS references for you. This is about Medicare or Medicare Advantage plan patients and the rules for billing insurance or charging cash for a chiropractic clinic. So for a chiropractic provider who is participating with Original Medicare but not in network with any other insurance plans, that means you are credentialed and enrolled as participating in Medicare but otherwise you're a fully cash practice, then this applies to you. So the general rules are that balance billing for Medicare covered services for Medicare patients is prohibited in every scenario, and charging cash for Medicare covered services is prohibited in every scenario. If you don't know, then Medicare covered services for a chiropractor are only spinal manipulation codes, 98940, 98941, 99942. That's it. So I'm going to give you some different insurance scenarios and then the questions I was asked and the answers. If a patient has Original Medicare, which is Medicare Part B, do we have to bill Medicare for spinal manipulation? Yes. As a participating provider, you must bill Medicare for all covered spinal manipulation services. Can we charge cash for exams, therapy, and massage? Yes. These are not Medicare covered services, and you can offer them as cash services to your Medicare patients. Okay, if a patient has a Medicare Advantage PPO, do we have to bill the Medicare Advantage plan for spinal manipulation if we're out of network with that PPO? Yes. If you choose to treat these patients and provide Medicare covered spinal manipulation codes, you must bill the Medicare Advantage plan. Also, those Medicare Advantage plans must cover the Medicare covered services out of network, but the patient cost share could be higher. Next question, can we charge cash for exam and therapy, any non-covered services to these Medicare Advantage plan patients? Yes, these are non-covered services and can be charged to the patient. Sorry if some of these are repetitive, but I figure it's better to say it more than once than to have it misunderstood. So bear with me. Next question, do we have to bill the PPO for non-covered services? No, you do not have to bill a Medicare Advantage plan PPO for non-Medicare covered services. So if you're doing massage, physical therapy, exams, you can charge the patient cash for those. And you don't have to bill them at all. You're not obligated to send a claim for non-covered services. Next question, can we turn away a Medicare Advantage PPO patient if we're out of network? Yes, you are not obligated to accept any Medicare Advantage patient if you're out of network. Even though the plan may pay out of network for covered services, you're not required to treat or bill them, unlike with direct Medicare, where you may be required to treat and bill for it to Original Medicare. Next question, can we perform spinal manipulation and charge cash if we don't want to bill the PPO? No. Spinal manipulation is a covered Medicare service. You cannot charge a Medicare patient cash for those services. You either have to do the chiropractic adjustment, bill the Advantage plan for it, or you can tell a patient we're not going to bill your Advantage plan, so we are not going to provide chiropractic adjustments for you, but we can deliver non-covered services as cash. Next, if the patient has a Medicare Advantage HMO, there's a little bit more info. Do we have to treat and bill the HMO for spinal manipulation? It depends. HMO plans usually do not cover out-of-network care, but they might cover chiropractic if they don't have in-network chiropractors. So you want to verify that. Contact the plan to ask if out-of-network chiropractic care is allowed and whether they require pre-authorization or a referral. You'll want to know that or you're not going to get paid. If it is allowed, you can bill them for spinal manipulation and offer non-covered services as cash pay. If they don't, then you can't provide spinal manipulation. You can only offer non-covered services for cash, or you won't get paid for the spinal manipulation. Next question, can we offer patients with Medicare HMO Advantage plans cash pay for non-covered services? Yes. Exams, therapy, massage can be always cash pay services. But if the patient has an HMO, they are not going to reimburse the patient, so that should probably be clear to them in case they're planning on submitting their receipts and trying to get reimbursed from their HMO. Can we provide spinal manipulations as cash to an HMO patient? No. Spinal manipulation, never. Can you charge cash for it under any circumstance, under any Medicare Advantage plan? Even if the HMO would not pay you for it, you cannot charge cash to the patient for it. Okay, now about secondary or supplement plans. Do we have to bill the secondary? No. Unless you're in network or enrolled, you can just give the patient a receipt or a statement and they can submit on their own for reimbursement from their secondary. So that's it. I hope that makes sense. Please see the video description for links to the CMS articles and any other information I put there about this. I strongly recommend getting the information for yourself from the source, not from somebody online, including me, or from your old biller or somebody in a forum, because people can have misunderstandings or be working with old information, and you want to make sure you're doing it right.